I got Cheebs.
Scobie just ripped.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he just just turned off his router.
Okay.
No.
I don't want to do this.
It's actually storming pretty hard out here.
So
God.
that's LB3. LB2 is we need light parties. So Saren, get over here. Yes.
Do it.
So for when LB2 goes off, we need to get on either side. Go away, Eiley. We need to be on either. We need to be on either side of the boss because it targets the healers for stack markers that apply physical vulnerabilities down.
Okay.
So we need to be spread out, or we all die.
Right.
LB1. DPS on the ass. Tanks and healers, west and east, and your initial positions. Tanks north. It hits each roll once in a big ass cone.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
Other things that are important. Yes. DPS on the ass. Tanks
LB1.
facing. Healers west and east. For LB1.
Okay.
Okay. Other things that are relevant before I know we're going to wipe. Fire. If it's fire, stop moving and sheathe your weapon before the end of imbued Coruscant.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will die in extreme.
Get the Z button will cheat your weapon.
He just messaged me. He said his power didn't go out. His internet did though. He's gonna go restart his modem.
Okay.
Okay.
And if it's ice, you move through the cast of imbued Coruscant. Do not stop moving.
You can jump.
Yeah, dump is good.
Jumping counts?
Yep.
Chibi, you're fucked. Sorry.
I know.
Wait, it's opposite of normal? I thought fire is that you stand still.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's the same. Fire, stand still. Ice, you move. Yeah.
But you can jump instead of moving around with ice.
The extreme specific mechanic for that is if it's stone imbued, you have to go to our clock spots. And if it's fully imbued or light imbued, you have to stack.
Okay.
Oh boy, we're gonna wipe. I
So
can't
you're
do
just
it.
Oh,
gonna
well, yeah.
say, go to the
Yeah,
original
But
spots,
but you'll get it.
and then another one
We just
back.
gotta do it and learn it. You'll get it.
For the stack, everyone goes south.
So,
If it's south, if it's stacking in, stack on the south of the hitbox. If it's stacking out, stack at this like marker that should be here, but I don't have the marker
Alright.
saved.
So for clocks, could you explain that?
Stand in your clock position.
In this
and
spot.
Don't move.
Remember? Okay. So this spot is your clock position.
Alright,
Good
and what
one,
is and the whole clockwise thing? Is that for LB?
You shift
For what?
clockwise.
Yeah. LB3, the first cast, when you cast Limit Break, you have to go to your corner with your partner where everyone dies.
You and Stin would be going north and west.
Yep.
Yes.
You would move one
Okay.
clockwise position over with Sin, and then you go to the corner.
Okay.
Ad phase, there's gonna be two like you'll-
Don't bother with that phase.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
We'll worry about it when we wipe on it.
I've seen them, but I don't know what it means yet.
I haven't even seen a video. Let me just do this.
Look, from like just doing the main story.
If we get there, you know what flares are, and don't stack in the stack if you're not a tank wizard. And you know what Shiva does.
So
Two's in. That has nothing to do with it, but 2 DPS in.
So while he's trying to reset his modem, just one quick run through again, just to make sure. So these are static spots. You know, these are light parties. DPS stacks south for LB1. Okay.
And for the
Okay,
first
that much.
up to
We'll
ad
go ahead.
phase, we know it's going to be 3, then 2, then 1. The first is going to be 3 right off the bat, basically, after the big deal. And then after Swords of Light, which is just following the Swords of Light, it's going to be LV2 right after that. And then after the clusters, it's LV1. No, it's after the second.
Didn't get any of that, but let's go.
Yeah, let's one thing. Go Sarah.
Yeah.
Remember your tank stance, Chibi can main tank.
Other mechanics that's based. Yeah.
So one is tanks north, healers east west, DPS south. 2 is splits,
Woods, yeah.
and then 3 is the cardinal corners.
Intercardinal. Yeah.
Whatever.
Enter cardinal, so I go northwest with Elaine,
Yep.
and then Erico would go with Scobie if he's back to northeast. Then yeah, you get it. You would go with Chibi, right? So, Ame goes with highest.
Don't read that, by the way. I mean, you can try. But
I'm not gonna try to grade it. I'm gonna die instantly.
it is like step leader, sort of.
Oh, so you get a little. It can cast, but then you have like half a second to.
So it's LB3 is 4 meters drop in no proximity to each other. So you've got to get it to drop at the end of the cast out, and then you can immediately cast those at him.
Oh, so yeah, so you gotta wait, just give it a little bit, and then go back in.
Is that a tank back?
Have to play this game. Let's find out.
Should be.
I don't know. My wireless service is pretty shit up here.
Oh my god.
So you missed all of the explanation, but you're probably okay. I believe.
I don't believe in you. You're making a huge mistake.
Basically, if he says split, Scobie, you're gonna go north. You go with Erico. Run with Fancy. That's everything else. Just, I don't know.
LB3, run with Erico. LB2, we're gonna split into light parties. You're going west. LB3, go
LB1.
north.
LB1.
LB1, my bad. LB1, go north.
The bitter end is a tank factor.
Alright, so I gotta log back in. So Discord's not lagging, so that's
Good time.
Whoa! Oh,
Like it's
Rip.
not a very data-heavy game. It's just latency.
well, I also like the launcher isn't launching. Oh, there we go. Okay.
prepare yourself because the first cast is we have to heal everyone before.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
remember seeing that. Yeah. We just dropped. Yeah.
So, mantra.
Yeah. So can I pre-pull with that? Can I like do it at like 10 seconds, or do I have to wait?
So, is it possible after the first cast that we can all stack up for a second and get everybody healed up full?
Everyone.
I mean, we're all gonna be within
Everyone
range anyway.
should be
Okay.
immediately south until the first confetti. Well, yeah, you should stay until the confetti orb. Oh, confetti orb. That's what I was forgetting. If it's cast confetti orb, stack, and then spread.
So I can't seem to log in.
It's probably gonna take a while if it even works.
Yeah, like Discord's fine. Actually sounds fine when I'm trying to launch the launcher. And it's
Discord's
like,
different.
not
Yeah,
my
yeah.
pass- It's like you might have to like put my password in.
Yeah,
Just
that's a
crash
big
my
thing.
launcher. Yeah, this ain't great.
You don't even have enough to.
Let's go to speedtest.net. Let's
It's
find
not gonna
out.
be
It's gonna
pretty.
be real bad.
Tethering with your
Yes.
phone. Yeah.
I just had that thought. I was like, oh god.
I mean, that's technically what
I
I'm
had to
doing,
find
but it's
out
still
if 5G
using
could
like
do it.
actual internet Wi-Fi though. It's not using mobile data.
I had to find out if 5G could handle it. It can't handle it. At
So
all.
would you? So you.
Well,
you're saying
5G's
this is not
weird. You
really-
gotta be like so close to a fucking 5G tower.
I am, but it doesn't seem to fucking matter. Look
No,
at
like
my window.
no, like
Let me open the window. I wonder if I
like
open
your
the window,
phone
it's like a
needs to
big
be
shade.
in line of sight of the tower.
Yeah, it's right outside my window. That's my point.
Holy shit.
You're able to make your phone prioritize 4G rather than 5G.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lamppost outside my house. It's apparently also a 5G tower, what they told us. It is in literal direct line of sight. Like I can see the lamp right outside my window. But it's still...
LB, the up to ad phase is totally scripted. After ad phase is totally random, basically.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
okay.
that should be fun.
How the fuck do I have to go out right now? I can't log in. It just
And
keeps
it
the launcher just keeps
loses-
crashing. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
It's loosely based on how much damage you can put per
Oh.
button.
Do I sound like laggy or do I sound okay? I'm
Now you
curious.
sound fine.
For a brief moment, I heard.
Yeah,
robot,
that's
but
just
then
weird.
you
I
work
wonder
it.
if I disable my other network adapter if it'll fix it.
Like, is it not loading up the launcher, or is it just...
Yeah, like it opens and then it like doesn't give me the login, and then it gives me some error and crashes. I'm gonna disable my wired connection and see if that makes it. Oh yeah. Wow, that actually did it. What the
Well,
fuck?
yeah, because it's still searching for a wired connection.
It's
If you
trying
have
to
it
use the
plugged
wired
in,
con-
yeah.
technically-
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe this will work. I guess what it was. That's fucking stupid computer bullshit. It's annoying.
Hopefully
It's all a
boomer.
bunch of ones and zeros making that shit work. It's very finicky.
Do this shit for a living and it still pisses me off.
Oh yeah,
Everyone's
networking is
so
insane. I literally like read the networking textbook I was given for school and then didn't go to school.
It's fun, isn't it?
God, it was ridiculous. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow, that's actually like, okay, so I logged in and it actually went like immediate. That's pretty good. Okay, I guess it works well.
Maybe you should put like
I'm
an
curious on your.
I'm gonna get the run a speed test.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I'm not getting much on the speed test. Like A right for a second. Oof.
What I can say is you are.
Hey, if the ping's low, I don't care.
That's about it.
The server thing just bad.
Yeah, just hope your ping's good.
You see, Ame, this is what we call dedication to the raid, right here.
Can
fuck you.
if you can weave an ability, Scobie, let's see if you can
I'm not
weave
gonna be able
abilities.
to.
That's all I
I'm
wanna
not
know.
gonna be able to. Okay,
Oh,
I can
Jesus.
move. Oh, is there a way to see your actual in-game ping?
Oh,
What
No.
is happening?
Who-
No, the only way to do that is with resource monitor.
We're apparently going.
Fuck it, let's
I
go.
can tell.
I can't see shit. What the fuck
Yes.
just happened?
This battle shall be our last.
I can weave. I'm like actually shocked.
Well, guess who wasn't in the store?
I have no idea what's happening.
I was like, what's going on?
Boss spots.
It's dead.
Okay.
Your demise will be ours.
LB3, get the corner.
Oh, wait, I'm not dead. Oh, okay.
Did I fuck up?
I did it right. I
fucked
don't
up.
care.
I ran the wrong way. That's my bad. Okay, so this is, it's not great, but it is playable internet.
You get to
so,
see
hey, I'll
what
take
it looks like, I guess. So Stone, get the clocks.
Yep.
Fire, stop at end of cast.
Refulgent ether.
This is
Smite
out,
my bones.
Stone, stop. God damn, you don't need to go that far.
Oh, that's too late.
Y'all move!
Don't
Oh, you're right. I moved. Yeah.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah. That's true. I took the knife.
Okay, so
Or
for
no, no.
Sword of Light, look at the walls. If the walls are glowing, don't go there.
Is there a way to actually see your ping in game, like your actual?
No, you have to use your resource monitor.
Look at the walls.
Resource monitor.
Like if you open Task Manager
How
and
do
then
you-
open your resource monitor, you can go to your networking and check your ping for each program that's running.
So how do you find
Oh.
the safe spot? How do you find the safe spot for that?
There's no in-game ping.
For which one? The Sword of Light?
The swords? Yeah.
The wall that's not being etched on.
It's not the next one. Okay.
So that would have been north.
That would have been north. Okay.
Yep.
I think I can pre-pull with Mantra since it has to pull it.
This battle shall be our last.
Still up.
TV's just committing.
So stack on the butt as high as you can. Yeah. So that's it. The boss.
Your demise will be ours.
LB3, you're probably gonna still die because you need to benefit.
So that the meteor is.
Man, we really got. Okay, I got no killing anymore. Damn.
You gotta be on top of everything, bro.
Be gone.
I mean, I hate to do this to you, but can you please like explain like the basics of each mechanic again? Because I legitimately don't know what's going on. I'm just hitting the mods. Sorry, like I missed it because they
You're fine.
bullshit.
You're fine.
That's fine.
This is the part where we
Don't stop moving.
don't stop it.
Smite my foes.
This in stone. Go.
You can jump. You can jump.
Fire.
Stop. Just kidding. Man.
Stop doing everything.
I'm a fucking retard.
Let me make sure when you say stop doing everything, no DPS, or just
Sheathe your weapon.
Yeah. Take your hands off the keyboard and choose your weapon.
Steel.
Okay.
Like my power.
Well, please auto attack. Okay,
so the spot was south, was it?
so yeah, don't get double hit because I will not be able to heal you enough.
So we weren't spread enough for that, right? Is that why that happened?
For what? For
So,
The maybe.
for
yeah.
meteors you need to be at full health, but you weren't at full health because somebody messed up the
Yep.
clock.
so first mechanic, moving the clock, then we're going to LB. Like that just happens. So like right after you get reduced to 1, move to your clock position.
Move to the clock.
And
yeah.
everybody needs to be in like the exact same pixel for people, or else people are getting out.
Yeah, and I'll move up with my ley lines. I didn't
Yep.
realize I
So
needed to
after
move up
stone, then we all move into the same exact spot. Then we do LB.
So everyone falls over.
Oh yeah, this is fun. Shut up, Bobby.
This battle shall be our last.
I thought that said error unleashed.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit, right, right.
Down.
Right.
Your demise will be ours.
Everything. Let's go.
limit right there.
Let's go. No.
Huh?
No, corner.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's
That's
right.
my bad.
Corners.
Yeah, forgot.
I jumped the gun on that.
Be gone. Born of
So it's like a curve. We go out, bait it, run in like stone. They don't actually get there. Yeah. Or step with it.
Expulsion's ether. Smite my foes.
Sorry for
Gleaming steel. Like my power.
Oh, he's drawing.
I'm gonna stack more filters.
My soul
And
knows
LB2.
no surrender.
Which is
East and West, light parties, but obviously it's gonna go
Scobie, Scobie, come over here.
We don't have
And that's when we have the side parties, yeah.
Like I said, I legitimately have no idea what's happening. I'm just kind of doing it as, so.
Oh, that's the stat.
So when that
Grant
happens,
me strength.
if we have everyone up, you're gonna be on the east side, stacking with them.
Be gone.
Or first go right.
Born of shadow.
no, Scope's west side.
No, yeah, Scobie's West.
I'm west.
Who's
Okay.
west? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I just went east because it was like the only thing that I.
Second imbued is always the opposite of everything. But it's 2%. Get married. Slash go do each other.
Where did he get that? That's so weird. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, and recruit a player.
Recruit a player.
Yeah, but if you're already
You can
playing,
hold
like
it.
you're kind of shit out of luck on that.
If you can hold off on the pre-fill, we need to wait like a little while for
Okay.
countdown for me because I'm not special for it.
Very special. It's an art.
Yeah. But it also doesn't really matter because you're doing anything.
In the Star Peoples.
Wait.
Pixel.
Also, that would be a good time for me.
Your demise will be ours.
Look at that hero. Look at y'all learning.
Big good kill.
Be gone! Lord of Shadow!
Lock position. Don't move.
Effulgent ether! Smite
Block
my
stop out.
foes!
You don't.
Bitch, I'm running all the way to the end. This is 2.
Gleaming steel!
So, party.
Or the Blackbird.
Whatever that is. Oh, that's that thing. Okay. South.
Really good for the
My soul knows no
Round
surrender.
2.
pretty forgiving as long as you don't get hit twice with it.
Host, grant me strength! Be gone!
Do another saber and then in move stack. Well, you can do whatever.
Effulgent ether! Smite my foes!
In the hitbox, you will back up.
Oh my god, animation locked in my back.
And LB1 position.
Oh, wow.
DPS in the south. Tank swap, tank buster, get ready to vote now. Okay, so attack in the butt again. Get to the west side, look away from this guy.
Oh my god.
That is very unforgiving.
What is... What?
And big raid wide.
To me, warriors
Actually,
of light!
yeah, phase is fun. So get to your light parties, DPS take flares to corners, and pull them away from each other. So, yeah, we can have this in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, I will play. Okay. And then I really wanted to be able to see dragons. Yeah, so the dragons, the tanks and grab the tethers and point them away from the party. You should not have all of them.
I just came back.
Yes.
All I can think of is the Piper carry me.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, hold on. So let's start where things start going wrong. So tank swap. then
Tank Buster at the bitter end, and then
right.
summon Worm. Everyone stack on the back.
Oh.
Worm's gonna be either left or right.
Where is the back? Is
Stack-
the back south?
stack south.
The ass of the boss.
Okay, stack south.
Not, if your main tank king, just keep pointing with it.
Yeah. We're
So
just gonna try to
there's
keep him
gonna
north. So
There's gonna be confiteors. Stack them and then move.
stack and move.
If you're the I player, go to the south corner that is safe, and don't look at the south person because we will not clear ad phase if you get damage down from that.
Okay.
And then ad phase, tanks take it out to the cardinal, east and west. DPS take their flares to their corners, and then move into the meteor to tank stat. I guess resolve the meteor. And then tanks and healers grab the dragons pointed at the corners.
Okay.
Fatal Cleave and something darkness are tank busters from the ads.
Okay.
We'll die without mitigation even
Okay.
the big health bars. And it's just gonna spam the tank buster basically after dragons resolve, so kill us fast.
Sorry, I
Which
missed.
dragon?
The ones that spawn in the four corners. The ones that just
You're
killed
taking-
me. The ones that have the little
Yeah.
tethers on them that just killed me, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is there a place where you can increase like the max camera distance in this game or no?
I'm not sure.
I know if the angle is being weird with you hold down control and press up and down, you can do the angle of it.
I missed.
I don't think I need to change the angle. Maybe that helps. It's a little better.
Dang,
The top of the boss.
Yes, control and
So-
arrow keys. Well,
So when the ads drop on me,
Try that.
the little knockback markers or whatever, like from Shiva, what do we do that again one more time?
Those are flares, take them out to the corners.
And just, if I don't have enough HP, I die basically. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I was
Swivel
curious.
Zooms out all the way too.
Alrighty.
Stance. But turn it back on, like after sort of like.
This battle shall be
I'll pay
ours.
attention when I take pictures.
Few emergency pressures. What? Good spot.
Your demise will be ours.
At least the music's good.
If I hit your keyboard.
Sword of Shenans.
Good. Stop.
Cogent ether. Smite
Red
my
stop.
foes.
I'm trying to see when it's.
I'm doing it too late. Yeah, I'm doing it too late.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Gleaming steel. Light my path.
Just respect the mechanic.
Yeah, you need to immediately move, just wait, and go back down. Oh, no.
No.
I'm so sorry about that.
You're fine.
Fucking happens.
Cameron, I'm playing on hotspot right now because
No
my
shadow.
internet's not doing what I want to do.
Hope that it doesn't get fucky because they got
My
fucky.
powers.
Let's
What do y'all
do it again. Warrior
Grant me strength.
of course.
Oh, question about the fire mechanic. Like,
Sword of
does
Shadow.
it only take effect like where you have to stop doing stuff when you see the debuff is on you?
Yes,
That
once
correct?
Pyretic gets applied, but it gets applied as soon as the imbued correspondence ends.
Okay.
Okay, because I've been just doing it as soon as you say stop.
No,
I've been waiting
imbued.
like 10 seconds.
The imbued correspondence, whatever that
Imbued.
attack is. Whenever that cast bar completes, if you're doing something,
Do that.
that's
Okay, cool.
Just,
Makes sense.
it's Pyretic in your enfeeblements.
yes.
I'm ready.
I just didn't know if it hits twice or if it's just the wait till Pyretic. I gotcha.
It hits like
Goal.
every frame that you're doing
Yeah.
something.
Let's not die there. That's my new goal.
Food check, guys.
2020.
This battle shall be our last.
Oh. Okay, I'm just looking at the
Anavon.
Your demise will be ours.
Run, GB!
Running from me! I was like trying to get me to keep running. I was like, no.
I got all the way to corner and it just said
The mechanic isn't actually to stack it just as long as your pair is
bots.
away from bots.
Fulgent ether. Smite my foes.
Stop doing continue to use nothing.
just whenever I see that imbued corresponds, I don't do it. I stop doing it.
I want to be cool for me.
Oh, we're gonna.
Please don't be cool.
My soul knows no
I mean,
surrender.
this is going to be dishonored on the first one. Hopefully we get lucky. No!
Fuck!
Damn.
Hope, grant me strength. Begone, sword of
So
shadow.
this is gonna be the opposite. So this will be.
Yep, so it'll be light.
Yeah, light move out, so we want to be on the south side of like the thing, basically. What I'm saying.
And then keep
Fulgent ether. Smite my foes.
Jump, 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 jump.
I didn't jump. Why did I jump down? I was moving
And
forward.
LB1. Hopefully this is easier with less people.
How does that LB1 actually work? I don't understand what's happening
It
there.
targets one of each roll, so we spread the 4 rolls. Okay. Get to the west and look away from the south.
Yeah. Have to go through the box.
And then this is dragon. Right? No?
Yeah, it's about to be actually
To me, warriors of light.
not fucking made out of people. Yes.
Oh shit.
Interesting.
Oh.
So this is a certified something like don't stack with me. Delete.
That's your tank stance back on there, right? Fuck.
Can I?
Yes.
Is it okay when I get? Actually, no. I need to do it away.
What?
No, I
So-
answered my question there.
Hold on. So scopes. How about you get east ad, since you already have to run east for limit break split
Do I have-
anyway.
Do I have to? I
It's
was
your-
going. I was
it's
going
your
west
life,
for the
buddy.
split. Yeah, I was
Just
already
be-
going
I
west
don't
for
know.
that split.
You're going west for one limit break. You're going to east.
I was
for the
going
other.
west. Was I?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't
still
know.
have, no one. I
Anyway.
still haven't had since I did the explanation. I still have
Yeah.
no idea what's happening.
Let's go to LB2 first.
LB2 spots. I
There'll
don't
be
know
two
what
spots is north.
So
No.
what if we keep?
No, it's this.
What
Yeah.
if we just have Scobie run to the 2 spot, run on the 1 spot? That way it'll be wherever you go.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. In LB3, he runs northeast,
Let Ron go back over to 1.
and I run north, and I run southwest.
Sure.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
So LB3 is the meteor that you run to the northeast corner of the
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
So then,
But Ron is
yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like try to keep everything
Oh, okay.
organized like that.
I decided. Yeah.
So during ad, you'll get the east ad, and you'll take him east, and then I'll grab the west one and take him west.
Okay. Sounds good.
Take the heads.
All right. Let's do it.
Those locations aren't exact, but it's supposed to be
More
roughly.
like.
Fuck it. As long as it works for our party, let's go.
Just everyone adapt.
Everyone adjust.
Everyone but you are good.
This battle shall be our last.
I'll listen in full role privilege. And if anybody has questions, please speak up. No?
Just shit all over my opening.
You good?
Your demise will be ours.
Yeah, fam.
Be gone! For the shadow! Effulgent ether! Smite my foes!
Just jump because
Aw, be close.
LB2?
Steel! Light my path!
Oh yeah. Fucking idiot, sorry. North. I'm wrong!
Northwest.
My soul knows no
I kept playing places, you know, like, okay.
How did I just make a new desktop?
What?
Grant me strength! Be gone! For the shadow!
How? Fair. Stop.
Effulgent ether! Smite my foes!
Stop doing stuff. Continue to not do stuff.
Now we get limit break 1.
Go get out of here.
Sorry. Actually, that worked. Yeah.
Can get lucky. Don't make it lucky. Okay, on the back, on the button. Go east.
I went
Turn
west.
around because Sin's in the wrong spot.
I'm in the spot. Oh, okay, I was looking.
It's fine, dude.
We're all
Yeah.
like I'm
Funny.
from west. It's like, oh wait, oh no.
No. Wait, he cast blow? Oh no, that's all.
To me, warriors of light!
Bro, that's crazy.
Like, how's that possible?
All right. Here we go, boys.
This is
Do you know the way?
Oh god, I'm fighting this out. Nice.
What? Would you love? I don't like where we're going.
Get out of here.
Dusty on the meteor. No, don't stack! Dusty, no!
Let's get the thing. Don't stack. Go
Oh.
away from the stack.
Oh wait, what?
DPS do not stack.
You're not stuck. So, it was... If it's there, though, on the ad, what do we
So
do?
yeah, what do we do there?
Go
Like,
to your
like-
meteor after the flare. Go to your corners, and then into the meteor stack on your side.
Okay, so DPS go to the corners, flare, and then go stack on the meteor. They go to the meteor spot.
Yeah, the meteor is going to be around A and B.
Okay. Okay, that's why I was confused. I was like, I didn't know who's taking care of the meteors.
Well, but-
DPS will always take care of the meteors.
Because it gives you a fire foam up, which you would not be able to take the dragon to. So it looks like it does.
Okay, relearning. We getting there.
So go drop and then run back, and then we can do PFS again. Okay.
I think we're doing alright.
need Discord stream.
I'm Twitch streaming.
So yeah, sure shit ain't gonna be me on my phone. Surprisingly, it's not very laggy on my phone. So hey, I'll take it. Doing pretty okay.
At least this time when I'm streaming, it's not me yelling at people.
This battle shall be our last.
Now all that picture was like a fridge and a cooler sitting on the floor. Freezer.
Kobe.
Huh?
He's only got 2,000 more than me. And I'm not mad about it at all.
But you both got a lot.
Honestly, I'm mad about it though.
He is big boy.
But you have literally like 5 more item level than I do.
Do I?
Yeah, you have a 500 weapon and I don't. I have a 485.
No.
But that's the only thing I'm missing is like, Is Gunbreaker's best in slot? Chris?
No, but it's really close.
Yeah, I don't even have close to the same fill right stats on that stuff.
Fulgent ether.
Yeah.
Fight my foes.
Get in and jump. Get in and jump.
Gleaming steel. Light my path.
On my head door.
How large your card is.
It's the only thing I'm looking at, baby. I
My
need to see
soul knows no surrender.
That? No.
It's a lot less damage than I expected to.
It's the vulnerability that really
Grant
gets it.
me strength.
Y'all are also stacking properly.
We did.
Every time I've done the normal version, it's like 6 people on one, and people.
This is stop stack in the trap.
Yeah, rapid.
I like how this sword is.
Smite my foes!
Get back here.
Stop.
Melee boomers. No, stop doing it.
I didn't even move. I don't know.
That,
I tried.
includes running.
Okay, guys, get me up quick if you can.
I have 2 central vision.
So you're gonna take it from me. Take it from me.
I will when it goes off.
Both during the cast. Well, the next
South. Stack on the butt.
West.
West.
I go south for me. Body, ignore that I was talking
I just used my not knowing what I'm doing to uptime strat, and apparently it worked.
Oh my gosh. Being punished.
To me, warriors of light!
God.
At least the debuff ends before the ads, so that's not bad.
Yeah, it's the damage down from this.
Did the growth from it that high? Goddamn.
Well, just for this, it's a lot of damage per pump. So that
We made it. Okay.
sort of yikes. So just sack yourself. Oh, did we miss the interrupt? There's an interrupt.
Yeah.
So who gets which one of those tethers?
Hold on. I'm confused. I didn't know there was an interrupt. Where's an interrupt at?
Yeah. The very slow cast with red flashing.
Yes, the one that's interrupted.
On which
I
mob?
don't know what you're speaking of, is what I'm saying, though.
Enemy is what they're at.
West.
Both tanks.
So
The
the
thing
ad
is-
has an interrupt,
Yes.
because
the
I
only
wasn't even
targetable thing
looking
in the
for
entire-
one,
Yeah.
is what I'm getting at. I was like, okay, I need to move into position for dragon. Okay, so hold on. So healers get a stack marker. What do we do with that?
Tanks and healers stack. It'll resolve itself
Okay.
if you just stand in the right spot, and then they split off to go draft dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, someone had to grab
So who gets?
Well, that's what I'm getting at,
getting
'cause, like,
which dragon?
Tanks
Tanks and the healers.
on your side,
Like-
grab your north. Tanks grab north. On your side,
Healer
healers
jumps
head
out.
south.
Okay, understood. That's what I was at.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Hey, I didn't even know there was an interrupt in that. As far as my ears are concerned, that's the first time I've heard it.
We got 11 minutes. Do we want to refresh or?
This is free.
We have time for more pull. We're not gonna kill. We have time for more pull.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go.
I like this actually. It's kind of cool.
We
It's
haven't
not
even seen the
super
fun
hard.
phases yet.
It's not really hard. It's just,
I didn't
yeah.
realize it was this whole fucking time.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
absolute fucking bottom.
I was gonna say, like, you have been insanely quiet.
I appreciate it. Hope you hear some.
Yeah, get that RTX fucking voice thing.
I do have it. I don't know why it's reserved.
Because it's shitty, I guess.
Yeah. Face out. Face out.
I'm going out. Answer for food.
Your demise will be our salvation. Doo-doo. Be gone, Sword of Shadow!
I keep thinking during meteors I can't attack.
Yeah, I'm starting to just run, like, right to the end of the range for my fucking, like, ranged attack.
Box. Stop.
Potion Eater! Smite my foes!
Stop doing anything. Out.
Shit.
I don't think you were far enough out.
Not a lot.
Are you doing any? It's not tied to moving. It's tied to doing
No, I never moved out.
Yeah.
I got hit with a full AoE.
That's normally surviving, so I guess you do have to go through. Money is on.
West. East.
Nice, Chibi. That was hot.
My soul knows no
He just
surrender.
like so like whoever the stack just stood there and I was like following the stack. Fuck.
Potentially. In the future, we get picked is randomly. What the hell? How did we get that lucky?
Oh, grant me strength.
Oh shit. Are you dead?
Be gone.
Dead.
Spawn of shadow.
That means we're dead.
Tank was this one
Back in. I would. I believe. Maybe for something that would
Smite my foes.
math rate. I cleared it.
Man, this is fucking easy as range.
Okay, now LB1 plus.
Oh, too many ones.
Oh shit.
You're on the best.
It's
Oh, am I?
it isn't offer that much damage
Okay.
with 3. I thought it would be more with just the 4 of us down there, but it's not that much.
It's not a stack marker.
It's not a second.
Targets one of the rolls. That's why
No, I mean like yeah. For some reason, I just assumed it did more of this. But yeah. I wasn't even paying attention, but do you see the dude flying off the map? Could I actually look out and see it?
Are we to
Yeah.
them?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like when we do the west or east to avoid the one side, you actually see the thing pathing around. I never actually never looked.
It appears on the west
Can I-
or east side, on the north.
Can I have 2 minutes to go check my internet real quick?
Yeah, and I gotta run to the bathroom.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
back.
I'll be back.
Well, I gotta kind of get ready for work, so I'm gonna call it if you guys want to find another DPS.
Me.
Yeah.
It's about the end, right? So.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Aw, rip.
We'll do the hard part next time.
Which is not even ads, it's the part after, or what?
It's everything after ads.
It's every mechanic
did.
after ads.
Post ads is just like a random shuffle version of everything,
Everything.
that's happened,
Uh-huh.
plus little mini phases.
But yeah, that does remind me of Memoria. That is crazy.
That's interesting.
I'd say that one is like feels easier at the beginning.
Well, then, is there anything else we want to try doing?
Yeah.
Any other EX? Anything else? What else? You want to keep just trying to do that? I mean,
Shiva.
I'm gonna
so we're losing 1 DPS. I can swap off to do it.
I'm actually gonna step out for the night.
Rip.
I guess it's a fold then. I wanted to walk folds before the end of the night.
Alright. Well, I do hope we do that again. I actually kind of like that fight. I don't mind if it gets chaotic after that.
Mega
Because it
Mount
lets you see
Farm.
everything.
Yeah. Mega Mount Farm Tuesday. Coming soon to Tuesday news. I don't know.
So would you say essentially if you can do like, I know it's not the same, but if you can do the first half of the fight, as long as you have everything, then like what each thing does, you can react appropriately, or does it really happen that fast in the second phase?
Well, you can.
That you just
You
die?
have to know it. It's not.
You have to know it,
right?
right? Yeah.
Because it'll be like, you know, he's gonna do the imbued saber of it's like, oh, it's just ice after this, and you have to remember that through like a mini phase. And
Oh,
then
so
at the end of it, it'll be like, oh, and now at the end of this, now it's, you know, in ice or something.
is it ever like ice then fire? Does it ever do that?
Yes, sort of. There's a mechanic, quintuple cast, where it will do all of them in a random order immediately after you do it.
Nice.
Okay. And the only other one I actually recall was if we don't have Limit Break 3 for his LB4, we just kind of just splat, right?
You'll
for
have
the
it.
tank, right?
But yeah.
You'll have it, though. I mean, yeah, we'll have it.
So I
Alright,
think
so-
we're done with the trial for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm really impressed. I'm standing in Limsa on this game and standing in Orgrimmar on WoW at the same time on my tethering, and I'm not lagging.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Does anyone who's still playing want to do an expert?
Not I.
That's like the only roulette I've actually already done today.
Imagine that.
Okay, that'd be
But considering it's gonna be the new dungeon, yeah, I'll go again.
clickety click.
I would do an expert.
Oh wait, actually I want to go farm this. My friend is doing it.
Okay, then never mind. We'll do an expert. Well, no. If you want to do an expert, we can do an expert.
Alright.
If anyone wants to do
I'll
expert,
figure
just
out why,
holler, invite me, something. I don't know. I was really wanting to continue doing that, and now I'm sad.
It was a lot of fun. I hope we do as well.
Cause I was like really happy that like, hey, look, we're getting
That's solid.
we're getting
I like
the
that.
LR word done, and now just need to actually make it full party to ad phase for Shiva. We got one more little thing to
Good
trip
progress.
on for like another week, and then hopefully we can do ads and trip
think
on
once we
that
get
for like
the,
a week.
Yeah, once we know what it feels like to actually DPS the ad phase, I think it'll just go by. I think that'll.
We
go
just
by
need to get
fast
everybody
anyway.
alive there.
Yep.
That's
the only deal.
that's the next baby step.
There's so much.
and
There's so
then-
much randomness in the axe mirror mechanic or the axe scythe mirror mechanic.
That we need to get used to and get used to handling
All of
each
it.
little iteration of, yeah. I mean, that's the biggest thing with all this stuff is that you don't know exactly what it is you're going to be doing, so there's so many different options for things you can do that you need to know all of them so that you can just do them. You don't have to, your brain doesn't have to go, what, for like a quarter of a second. It just goes, okay. That's why LR is so much, because it's just like, am I in this corner? Do I have a tether or an orb? Am I in this side of it, that side of it?
I mean, I'm convinced it's because it's we get a bunch of lights and then a bunch of white tethers and then orbs and then it's just everything spawns instantly. It's like it's a different map. It's like, but it's fine. It's honestly But the first time I saw it, when I saw the Ilya strat, I was like, oh, that's gonna be easy to do. We just drag it across. But then didn't feel that way when we did it a little differently. But now it feels that way. So.
Is that an old one?
Then I have to make sure I save my Grease Lightning going into the Shiva ad phase. I think the time, I don't even know the timing of it, I have to look at the video.
So what are we doing?
Well, they're doing the experts, what are you doing?
Who's doing expert?
Or, you know, Ame who left, so.
Yeah, I may want to go farm something. I guess that trial. Yes, he went to go do that trial.
Back.
So if anybody wants to do something, let me know.
Got everything done. I'm just saving I don't even know what I'm gonna do my allegory. I just pinned it on alts, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I've literally been capped on allegories since like the day after fucking reset. So like, now I just kind of want Fantas so I can keep buying Phantom mats to sell because like, damn, they're selling, bro.
There was a reason for that. We were looking up how much it would take to make sets for me,
Yeah.
Cameron, and Buell,
Yeah.
right? We would make full
Yeah.
Disciple of the Hand sets with tools.
Mhm.
For the 3 sets, 24,000 Phantom mats. Like the
Yeah.
total amount of Phantom needed.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, they're the last time I checked them, the lowest one was 6,800 per, and the highest was 9,300 per.
Damn.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
Sure. I keep a spreadsheet and I check it like almost every day, just because they are fucking booming right now. I'm trying to make some money. I am sitting at 1,000,000 gil. Where are you at? Let's go, boo.
I'll tell you where I'm at. Please, you have no idea how much money I got.
So tell him.
I mean, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
Please, y'all don't even want to know. Y'all
Fucking nerd. Like 50K?
shut up.
Water park.
Leave me alone.
Water park.
Caprice is up just a little bit, not much. Oh damn, that's fast. Oh, thank you. I thought you had to cook him.
I'm gonna head off for now, but I got some research to do again. I think they're gonna update
Oh,
month
the scans are
shit
down.
too.
Skins.
They are gonna do it.
Yeah, they
Hello.
are straight up reworking Monk.
No, I mean like not even the rework. I mean like the band-aid that they did currently.
Is
people who were just like, you know what, I'm not gonna play Monk for now. They just said I don't even want to bother learning it until 5.4.
Huh.
I mean, it makes sense.
So that's the only map that's literally not selling for anything.
Good night.
Good night.
See you later.
Yeah, like a full stack of the fleece is going for like 640K. Like roughly. I'm taking 10% off that because I don't know.
Oh my god, I hate
Why are you
captures.
mad? You changed your hair. Why are you mad? Okay, who wants to do A4S? I need 2 people.
Sarad, you might want to take another look.
What? Wait, why the fuck are you in Uru? What the fuck? Okay. And you made her short!
Why would you would have a fucking rocket? You bitch.
No, you.
Come on, business. Come down here and fight.
Why don't you go up there and fight?
You better fucking do that right now. I'm probably gonna die in doing it. Oh, imagine Nate spamming for the win.
I mean,
bitch.
they are
bitch.
very effective.
They are. I fucking hate it.
Time to open up this beer that Chris left at my house.
Nice.
What's a Marzan Oktoberfest?
Jesus.
That's spicy.
That's normal, it's just an Oktoberfest.
Oh really?
It's not, yeah. Marzen is like the German name for an Oktoberfest. here.
Oh really? Okay, then I've had
Yeah.
a lot more Oktoberfest than
Yeah.
than I thought.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Interesting.
sucked ass, but it's okay.
Smells good. Smells nice and malty.
Yeah, that's what they are. Good shit. They're pretty easy to drink, but they're not light, you know.
This is
They're
very,
good.
very
I'm a
easy
big
to
fan
drink.
of. I'm a big fan of beers of that type.
Has your internet come back up?
Nope. This whole like 5G tethering thing seems to work like pretty fucking well. I'm
Nice.
surprised.
I was gonna do that, but I do not have unlimited data right now.
I do.
So I'm attempting to.
Like I said, I don't know if you heard me say it.
save
I'm
money.
standing
Where?
in Org on WoW and standing in Limsa on Final Fantasy, and I haven't lagged one bit. I'm pretty impressed.
Good job.
Good job, T-Mobile. You don't suck, apparently.
Is that what you were gonna do?
That's what I really want to do. I really, really want the katana from there.
Okay.
From what?
A4S.
A4S. I'm gonna take Bolt out,
Okay.
and then I'll be down to help you.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Do that.
Oh, if Internet's not back in the morning, that's gonna be a bitch.
It's not back in the morning. Come over here and work.
I might just tell them that it's out and use that as an excuse to not work the busiest 3 hours of the week.
That also sounds good.
Seems reasonable to me. Like, no, I don't think my tethering is stable enough.
I'm tethering. But using actual Wi-Fi. Fuck that mobile shit.
You using your phone as a network adapter,
Yep.
basically?
Yep.
That sounds frustrating to have to do that.
Yep. Because I have so many things that need updating on Steam. So many things. And it's like, can't do it while I'm gaming because it uses so much of the fucking bandwidth. I don't enjoy leaving my phone in here and going to bed without it because I'm addicted. Leave me alone. So it's like I kind of just have to like randomly pick a day to just not game and like sit in the living room and watch Netflix or something.
Hey, Saran, you should leave your phone in there when you go to bed and let your games update.
No.
You should.
No.
You should.
No.
Big
You are
brain.
not.
No.
You are not tethered to your phone.
Yes.
It's true.
It is. It is. It is. There's a force field around my hand where my phone is always within 6 feet of it.
That's
Sounds like obsession,
sounds like you should get that checked out.
right?
No doctor
We're
wants to
here
touch
for
it.
you. We're here for you.
And I enjoy this like random piece of staircase sticking out of this wall.
Why she? Let's see if that works.
How'd you feel about that beer, Cameron?
It was tasty.
Some good shit.
Hello when people are lagging.
It's like the best Oktoberfest beer that I've been able to find.
Agreed. Who's this spazoid jumping around on the arch?
I'm not sure. I am inside somebody else's house.
Tatanu? Nueve?
Oh no, he's in our FC. We chat with him.
I don't know, he is. I'm just saying, why is he spazzing out, jumping around everywhere?
I don't know. What'd he do? I'm not sure. Some people just be like that, yo. Parkour.
Not a fade, mom. Condition.
He's got a little Yatsuyu. Oh, it's cute.
You're already in a party? What?
Oh, yeah.
What?
What? Okay. I love my team. Love how bad they are.
Just get better.
I'm trying, but it's kind of hard when the team's fucking holding you back.
I want the,
Yes.
I want the Seiryu weapon.
Oh, is it good?
It's pretty.
I don't even know.
For Scholar, it's pretty.
Seiryu. That would be
That
Alchemist,
is
wouldn't
the
it?
Wreath of Snakes.
Yeah, that would be I don't have Alchemist to 70. Fuck. Okay. Never mind.
Cameron,
What?
I downloaded the demo for Factorio. I fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
I have officially fucked up. This is not good.
Yeah, that was a bad plan, my dude.
Oh, that's a ooh, Suki. Wow.
There you go.
They are specialist recipes. Okay. Quick stream, look away. Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Jesus.
I like that.
Keep up. I won.
Oh my fucking god.
Sounds like somebody needs to
It
get
Hello.
just came out. What are you gonna do?
Doesn't matter where I
How
go,
does
just fucking
that-
need.
Oh no, can't dye it. Oh, okay.
I gave you my sea cloth.
Oh, Tsukiyomi's katana
I'll
looks
give you my
good.
next 2 sea cloths.
Of course you're at my back.
Wait,
Let's see
Wait, I
hard
like that
is-
better than
how
the sea
hard is
horde.
Stereo?
wait, I like that.
Yeah, it is pretty quick.
By the way, go look at Erica. She has a new haircut.
dais and work my way up.
What you doing buying mats?
Looking for a cheap, thingy to go.
Cheap thingamajigs everywhere. What are you talking about?
888. Want me to check anywhere else? Diablos. Slayer.
When you finally try Bud Light Seltzer, your taste buds will thank you.
Wow, guy's
And the-
badass, holy shit. That dragon. Fuck. $830. $830 on Zalera. You said Diablos? Goodbye, whoever that was. Xavier Lee is extreme. No, 919. Zalera is the cheapest. Anybody look anywhere else?
PC gaming is a vast ocean of...
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I gotta run, thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layer.
95 even worse. Zalera is the way to go.
Kirby. This pink puffball has been sucking his way through the denizens of Dreamland since 1992. He has his own games, manga, TV series, and toys. It's safe to say he's one of Nintendo's most trusted mascots. But he should not be trusted. The problem with Kirby is that he is simultaneously Nintendo's simplest and most powerful creature. Those two realities cannot coexist. He is a life form with neither the ambition nor the intelligence to make decisions, and yet the world bends to his will. Although it appears that Kirby is just a vacuous pastel marshmallow, there must be some hidden wisdom that grants him the power he wields. There has to be. Kirby's incongruity is terrifying, but that's only because we are terrified of things we do not yet understand. And today, we are going to understand. Scientia potentia est.
810.
Knowledge is power. Humankind's attempts to harness the powers of the natural world come from intense research and understanding of those powers. And yet Kirby is granted powers well beyond his station. What powers, you ask? Allow me to show you. I have created two columns here. Simplicity and power. What Kirby is versus what Kirby can do. By mapping the dichotomy of these two columns, we can peel back the facade of Kirby's simplicity and figure out what's really going on. Because again, this is not normal. Let's begin with simplicity. Most people know Kirby as that cute little round guy, but is there more to him? According to official, canonical information, no. Like his simplistic appearance, he is an easily understood character. True to his instincts, Kirby eats when he gets hungry and sleeps as soon as he grows tired. Does this sound like an apex predator? Even a bear enjoys a satisfying back scratch. This sounds like the lowest form of life. Someone who is stuck on the base of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He wakes up, eats his caloric intake for the day, and falls asleep watching the Great British Bake Off. And yet over here on the power column, the things Kirby eats are completely obliterated. Not just converted into something else, completely gone. Kirby only cares about eating and sleeping, and yet he gains no energy nor pleasure from consuming these things. Instead, he just lets them disappear, gone from this plane of existence. So, what the fuck? Kirby doesn't speak a language beyond saying the words Poyo and hi. Kirby mostly communicates via body language and grunts. Even toddlers are more communicative. By all accounts, he is either incapable of or uninterested in speaking language. And yet, Kirby is an incredibly skilled technician. We see Kirby piloting mechs, and if anime is to be believed, and I believe anime, this can only be accomplished by gifted teens grappling with psychosexual ennui. He can effortlessly turn himself into a fighter jet, something that only the most skilled Air Force engineers have mastered. How can he understand these complex mechanical processes without having the language skill to read a textbook or the I fucking love science Facebook page? Kirby's origins are vague. Let me take a moment to move over to a different board so I can show you Kirby's origin story. There's nothing here! Very little is known about Kirby's origin. He has no canonical species. He has no canonical age. Masahiro Sakurai, Kirby's alleged creator, has stated that he does not remember how Kirby got his name. Kirby was originally a placeholder sprite, set to be replaced by something more. But no, Kirby survived. Kirby came from nothing, and Kirby is nothing. Or is he everything? Because Kirby can be anything. His copy ability gives him the powers and appearance of any creature he consumes, but copy is a misnomer. He does not duplicate his enemies. He assimilates and replaces them. In Smash, he takes the power of his foes and then the foe is released as a sign of respect. But in every other iteration of Kirby, the thing he consumes is destroyed in the process. Does he absorb their DNA? Does he absorb their memories? Is he the keeper of their souls? All of these abilities point to Kirby being intelligently designed, which we know is not the case. Sakurai fucking woke up in a crop circle with the name Kirby carved into his arm. Kirby has no emotional intelligence. In the anime, Kirby seems to harbor no ill will toward King Dedede and Escargoon, his main two antagonists. He faces baby birds and full battalions of soldiers with the same vacant grin. He eats and destroys indiscriminately, but counts no one among his enemies. But those that count him among theirs are cosmic horrors. Look at this thing. Look at this thing! These celestial powers probably have wants and needs far beyond our human comprehension, and yet they trouble themselves with the destruction of Kirby, a barely living kickball. What do they see in Kirby that scares them? What could scare this? And the final simple evidence, Kirby is shaped like a friend. First draw a circle, then you dot the eyes, add a great big smile, and presto, it's Kirby. This was the opening of Kirby's adventure. Let me show you something. What did you notice? That's right. For the entire time I was drawing this, I wasn't interrogating the true nature of Kirby. This quote is cute and simple and a blatant misdirection. It is a patronizing errand meant to keep people like me from uncovering the truth. The truth that Kirby possesses infinite power. And that is a quote Planet Robobot explicitly states that Kirby possesses infinite power. Kirby can ride a star. Kirby can punch through a planet. Kirby is the only being in the entirety of the universe that survived the Galeem Cataclysm. A circle survived. This survived. How? Now that we have addressed these two columns, it is time to bridge the gap. How can we reconcile the two canonical truths of Kirby, that he is both nothing and everything? How can this sentient garbage bag accomplish so much? Let me tell you.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I literally have no clue how this dumb fucking orb can have so much power. I have worked my whole life researching and gaining knowledge, and this dipshit sphere sleeps all day and has powers that gods fear. And that's impossible. It should be impossible. There has to be an answer here, and I don't see it, and that's not fair! If knowledge is power, then power should be knowledge, and Kirby is everything, and he should know everything, and yet we know nothing! I can't think in here. I'm going outside. How do I get outside?
What the fuck?
Just when you think you're safe. Just for a start, the 3D gameplay on Raid is in.
Don't care. What the fuck?
Kirby. The mystery of this florid Dreamlandian has baffled me. But I've taken a few months, and I've collected my thoughts, and I'm back in the studio to deliver my findings. Kirby's incongruity is terrifying, but that's only because we are terrified of things we do not yet understand. And today, for real, we are going to understand. If you'll recall from our first exploration of the Rosy Nightmare, the problem with Kirby is that he is both incredibly simple and incredibly powerful. In the intervening 5 months, I've learned a few pieces of information that contradict a few of my points. First, Kirby can speak a language. There was a drama CD released in Japan in 1994 where Kirby speaks full sentences. But in this, he says that a phone is mysterious and he doesn't know how it works. And yet he can pilot a mech. 2, Kirby's name does in fact have a backstory, even if Sakurai was too fucking zooted to remember it. Kirby was named after John Kirby, a lawyer who passed away last year who defended Nintendo's right to copyright Donkey Kong back in the 80s. But this doesn't make the rest of Kirby's origin any less vague, and it doesn't change the fact that a creature cannot possibly embody both of these truths. But that's the problem. I've been thinking of Kirby as a creature. Consider for a moment Moby Dick. You might receive this book in your English class and say, hell yeah, a big ol' whale? I can't wait to see Ahab level up and hit that big boy right in his weak points. And sure, he puts his harpoon up in Moby D's flanks, but spoiler alert, Ahab gets got, even though he's been grinding for like years, and Pale Whale's just a dipshit fish with a thing for sailor feet. And so you say this to Miss Mahoney, and she's like, Brian, don't you get it? The whale is a metaphor for something, and then you write that on your final exam and you pass the class. This is what I like to call the bookman's bluff. It's when an author creates something and people are like, hey, that doesn't make sense, but then the author says, well, it does make sense if you consider it's actually a metaphor. Here, I believe that Sakurai is pulling a bookman's bluff. Kirby, like Moby Dick, doesn't make sense as a creature, but he will make sense as a metaphor. So what does Kirby symbolize? Let's take a look at some common metaphors. Let's start with the 7 deadly sins, since everyone and their mother is basing characters on them. Unfortunately, none of them really make sense for Kirby. Wrath, no way. Greed, he's not in it for the money. I'm gonna skip over lust. You could make an argument for gluttony because he eats a lot. Sloth, he sleeps a lot. And envy, he's constantly copying other people. But he never does it with any malice. Kirby does these things haphazardly, without any sense of what he's doing. And then there's pride. Now, pride is the sin from which all other sins arise, and its punishment in hell is being broken upon the wheel. But Kirby is a wheel, so that ain't gonna work. But Kirby might symbolize someone else's pride. The hubris of humanity. Think about it. Has humanity ever paused to consider that perhaps our endless consumption may not be a good move for the world as a whole? Have we altered our course, or simply continued to eat and sleep and copy others without any thought of the repercussions? In fact, perhaps we can go one step further. Kirby is a metaphor for capitalism. Does our capitalist society assimilate and destroy? Absolutely. Technical and cultural appropriation are two of capitalism's most trusted tools. When it comes to a lack of emotional intelligence, capitalism makes people willing to suck in and obliterate anything, friend or foe, nation or natural wonder, so long as it makes money. Is capitalism's enemy a cosmic horror? What could be more cosmically horrifying to a capitalist society than a guy called Marx? Kirby is a metaphor for capitalism. Sure, capitalism could sometimes be more cruel in its intentions than Kirby can manage. That is, I'll take that. Also, it sure as hell feels like it could burn out at any second, so the infinite power thing.
Which FC? Who's FC?
The FC I used to be in, the one I left.
Oh, okay, I was just making sure it wasn't ours.
No, y'all's FC apparently has been really good about spoilers.
Well, a lot of them also kind of haven't done it.
What?
So a lot of them haven't really done it either, but like the one time someone like wanted to talk about it, I was like, take it to Discord so we can censor it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I try to like. I personally don't give a fuck about spoilers, but like I know some people do, so. Respect that some people don't want to know about shit. The only time I don't want to know about shit is like when I say I don't want to know about shit. But like generally, as long as the story's good enough, yeah, whatever.
Not 100% true, and it's hard to describe capitalism as being shaped like a friend. And the whole eating and sleeping only it doesn't really make sense because we have a hyperfixation on productivity and that being tied to our worth. So that doesn't
turn on a vibrator, Saren?
This is not a very good metaphor, is it?
Sure as fuck sounded like it. Like
most of these metaphors are bullshit.
Like, whoa.
Especially this one. I thought I could take 5 months and pause and contemplate, and then I'd come back and I'd have the perfect explanation for the dichotomy of Kirby. But
look at the game.
Oh, I am watching YouTube video. What's on game?
I know, but look at the game.
I did not see the glyph in it. That looks good. I like that.
Doesn't it?
Yes. I really want the Tsukiyomi katana now.
Oh, it's so pretty. If you get the Tsukiyomi item that she drops, you'll might be nice enough to make it for you.
I mean, I can.
The only problem is that you have to be a specialist. So.
I mean, I have Smith at 70. I just need to go.
It's an 80. No, it is a 70 craft, but you just have to be.
I mean, I still have like 2 more specialist slots.
Katana, or Adachi. Oh no! Adachi is the Dark Knight. Interesting.
Yes, because
but no,
Adachi's
it's,
are large.
Tsukiyomi's. Chukuto. That's it.
Yes. I don't know. I'm sure that thing costs a lot. I don't even want to know how much it costs.
I'm curious. Let's go see. Oh, this book is so pretty. Oh my god. This book is pretty as fuck. Oh, I love you, honey. Thank you.
Probably an absolute massive amount.
Suku. What exactly? What does she drop? That okay? So what's the cloth? What is it called? Celestial. Oh. Well, let me go to
first time I've ever used this. So how do I do this? Question mark MB.
I'm finishing this.
Horrifying
video's wild.
bolus slips through my fingers again. Maybe I'm just not good at this. Jenna, can you... I need you to keep my papers and push pins safe. I'm gonna go away for a while.
Alright, Saren, the cheapest one
I'm gonna
is
find
on
Kurt.
Mateus for 1.8 million.
Yeah, see? No. That hurts. I'll just learn the fight.
I would learn that fight. That fight looks really fun.
It's not that bad. We got pretty close to like passing the hardest part of it. So it's really not
I went
that bad.
to the woods because I wished to front
Very, very
only
pretty.
the essential
Very, very
facts
pretty.
of Kirby.
Mhm.
I wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow
did it
of
cost?
life, just as
3
Kirby
mil.
might suck a Waddle Dee into his gullet. I've been at it for a
Fuck
while now.
that.
Judging by the length of my beard, I've been living out here for 2,
Weapon
maybe
itself
3
is
years.
Like 3.4
There are
mil,
no pinboards in
and
the
then
forest.
the item from her
I
is
don't
like
have 3
1.8
cameras to
mil.
catch my every side glance. They don't teach you It's just me and nature,
Again.
which has reduced
that
me
shit.
to my base instincts. I only care about finding food and shelter, eating and sleeping. I am become Kirby. I wish I could say this has given me a clear mind, but
What is
no.
this video?
Nature has broken me. I am confounded by it, and we are terrified of things we do not yet understand. Kirby is nature, I thought, after spending my first day out in the woods. Sure, nature's origins are still murky, and what is evolution if not a really, really slow form of Kirby's copy ability? And much like Kirby, nature is neither cruel nor kind. It doles out boons and punishments indiscriminately. For every delicious handful of berries, it also gives a completely unrelated bout of diarrhea. But it took me only a few days to realize that this was another dead end. Nature doesn't destroy matter or possess infinite power, and its enemy is not a cosmic horror, it's us.
I'm sorry for using so much paper.
So I went back to the proverbial drawing board and have been stuck there ever since. Nature is still terrifying to me, and it is certainly not shaped like a friend. How can Kirby live like this and stay so joyful? How can he only care about his base needs and conquer any enemies that come before him? I can't conquer anything, not even the mystery of a character from a children's game. All I can do is tumble listlessly through the wood, like a star spat from Kirby's maw. I awake one morning upon the shore of a strange
Chris,
sea.
as a,
I do not know where I am,
as literally
nor
a
how I
rocket
came to be
scientist.
here.
What's
The
up?
sea stretches
Would
endlessly
you say
in front of
that
me,
this photo
revealing
is
the
correct?
gentle, Kirby-like curve of the planet. And I
One
finally
sec,
understand.
I will look in one moment.
I was so focused on investigating the inner machinations of this bulbous boy that I never asked why I was investigating. I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things to mean something, but Kirby didn't need
I don't know how to
an
feel about this.
explanation. I do. There is no bullet point or fan wiki entry. Kirby is not nature or a metaphor. Kirby doesn't need a dark backstory or logical rationale. Kirby is just Kirby. As I stand here watching the waves lap against the
That's
sand,
Factorio Retreat.
miles away from civilization,
literally just
I
a
realize
demo,
I'm
but
not
so far
simply
it's pretty
standing
cool.
on the edge of the ocean,
Enjoying yourself?
but the edge of the world. A world I've accepted without knowing its hidden meaning. Perhaps there is no hidden meaning. Perhaps it's better that way. Perhaps it's time for me to go home. First, you draw a circle. Then, you dot the I's, add a great big smile, and presto, it's Kirby. Kirby
Swole's
is an
bleh.
extremely strong circle. And that's all the explanation I need. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for Diddy Kong. Who gave him a gun? Did he build the jetpack? That doesn't make any sense. He's a monkey. What is he? Why does he have such...
What the fuck was that?
This is satisfying. If you want to get in on this, you want to roll. Just put that in a bunch of dirt right now. I'm gonna roll around a little bit. Oh, incredible.
Are we gonna ride on the train like this to Coney Island?
Yeah, maybe.
Mario. He can jump, he can dance, and he can successfully avoid conviction for war crimes. It seems like the only thing he can't do is settle down and just enjoy life for a bit. Mario has been cleaning up messes in the Mushroom Kingdom and beyond since 1981. That makes him almost 40 years old. Most 40-year-olds I know are paying off a mortgage, buying a Peloton, and desperately trying not to become their parents. But Mario is still out there, grinding at the same job, and also every other job. Doesn't Mario deserve some time off? Doesn't he get a chance to kick up his heels, enjoy a tropical drink while visiting the old timeshare? And more specifically, hasn't he made enough coins to let him coast for the rest of his life? That's why I'm here, to give him a little financial advice.
Due to the Securities Exchange Commission's regulations on investment advisor section 2B4, we must make explicit the parties not giving Mario individualized financial advice on particular securities and not qualified financial advisor.
And figure out when Mario can retire. Thank you both. Why should Mario retire? You might say Mario loves his job, and when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. But that's bullshit. I love what I do, and let me tell you something. I've worked some days.
Oh my god.
I personally can't wait to retire. As soon as I hit 50, I'm gonna be out there on the beach, pina colada in one hand, sci-fi novel in the other, soaking up Mother Nature's cosmic rays. But Mario has a history of risk-taking behavior, and it's possible he's planning to live fast, die young, and leave a beautiful, beautiful corpse. That said, he's made it out of every scrape so far, and ground pounding at age 86 is hard on the hips. Mario needs a backup plan. Now, I'm not here to tell Mario how to live his life, but I can take a look at his finances and figure out when he'll have enough money to finally hand Peach his resignation letter. Foolish old me thought that I could just Google how much money do you need to retire and there'd be a link that says $1 million, but no. Turns out that everyone needs a different amount to retire based on what you're used to. If you're making millions every year, you're gonna need a lot more to retire, because how else are you gonna support your dipshit fail son's bad business ideas? But with all of the retirement calculators online, I was getting a little overwhelmed, so I decided to reach out to a qualified financial advisor.
Hi, my name is Nate Cho. I'm a certified financial planner with the Northwestern Mutual, and I basically help people answer questions about money.
That's exactly what I needed you to do today. This call is not about me. I feel like I'm in a great spot right now in terms of my finances, but I have some worries about my good friend Mario. I was looking online to see if there was like just a number of money you need in order to retire, and it turns out that that's not a thing that exists. How do I figure out how much money you need to retire?
Yeah. There are a lot of different things that you need to know. At the most basic level, you need to know how many years you're going to spend in retirement. So basically when you're going to retire and at what age you're going to die.
So I have to be able to just discern when I'm willing to croak, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yes. You have to calculate a death at some point.
All right.
So you need to know.
What if I'm never gonna die?
Then you're never going to be able to retire. And then you'll need to know how much money you're going to spend every single month.
Okay. And then Nate listed off a bunch of other very important pieces of retirement info, and I paid close attention. Got it. Okay. I figure out how much money he's gonna need per month, and then I'll work backward from that based on how much money he can accrue, and then that will be how I can figure out when he can retire.
That work backwards model is actually what we do in the industry, but we have to offset what he has against inflation as well.
Is there a minimum amount of money per month that you suggest people have for retirement?
Yeah, typically when we're talking about like the average American, it's going to be about $3,000 a month. of today's dollars.
I feel like Mario is a very humble man, and so I don't think he's gonna need more than 3K a month. Just to make it easier for me. So now that I've got a basic gist of the information I need to calculate Mario's retirement age, it's time to collect the information. Let's start with something easygoing and figure out when Mario's gonna die. Mario's gonna die. To keep things simple, we'll assume that Mario was born the year he first made a game appearance. This might not be perfectly accurate, but it would make him almost 39 years old. And that feels pretty right for a strangely smooth-skinned, mustachioed man. Though current male life expectancy is around 80 years old, I personally can't come to grips with the fact that Mario is halfway through his life, so I'll be generous and say he'll die at 90. He's spry. In order to retire, Mario is going to need a monthly budget of at least 3,000 US dollars, but he uses coins. Tons and tons of people have tried to figure out how much a coin would be worth in US dollars, but most of them have been thinking about coins as a solid gold object. Judging by the amount of coins you need to purchase simple objects in the Mushroom Kingdom, it seems like coins are not really worth that much. Using Super Mario RPG as our guideline for a coin's purchasing power, the cheapest items are a mushroom and able juice, 4 coins a pop. Shirt and pants are the cheapest non-consumable items at 7 coins each. I wanted to compare these with the most expensive items in Super Mario RPG, but I don't think I can figure out the real-world price of a firebomb without getting put on a watch list. After doing some heavy research, I settled on a conversion rate of 1 coin to 8 US dollars. Given our 3K figure for retirement, that just means Mario needs 375 coins a month, right? Wrong. Super Mario RPG came out in 1996, and we haven't accounted for inflation. That's why we gotta compare these prices to similar items in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, which came out 7 years later. I built my mushroom price index on these 6 items, and just from a cursory glance, it's obvious that the prices have gone up. But to figure out by how much, we gotta head back to Algebra 2. The PERT equation. It's something I learned about a very long time ago, and I'm pretty sure it's used to figure out compounding interest. Basically, I gotta plug in some prices and do some natural logs and whatever else the internet tells me to do, and it will leave me with an annual inflation rate for that item. Then I just gotta average out the rates, and it'll leave me with a workable annual inflation rate for the Mushroom Kingdom as a whole. So I'll just go ahead and do that math in my head real quick. Thank you, Clayton. Now, rounding that number up, that's an average annual inflation rate of about 15% per year, which is really high. The US Federal Reserve tries to keep inflation at a healthy 2%, whereas the Mushroom Kingdom Federal Reserve doesn't exist due to aggressive lobbying by Wario. In order to understand this a bit better, I googled Mario hyperinflation, and I got some exciting search results that were ultimately unhelpful. But from what I gather, this means that if Mario spends 100 coins to buy a shirt this year, next year he'll have to spend a little more than 115 for the same shirt. If inflation stayed the same from when Superstar Saga came out in 2003, we can assume that by 2020, a simple mushroom is going to cost 128 coins. A pair of entry-level pants will cost 2,049 coins. So that original 1 to 8 conversion rate doesn't really make sense anymore. Using those same 2020 price comparisons, the conversion rate is more like 36 coins to 1 US dollar. If Mario retired today, he would need 108,000 coins per month.
Mamma mia!
But let's remember that Mario has been doing this for a long time. He's definitely got a little something mustached away. So I talked to Nate about his job and ways he might be saving money. He has a bit of a strange job. He's technically a plumber, I guess, in title.
Is he part of like the plumbers union? Like, does he have a pension?
So I would be willing to bet he doesn't have a pension, just because I think he might be the only plumber. He's not being employed by anyone necessarily. He's just doing it and then finding his payment along the way.
Okay. So it sounds like he's almost like a freelancer. If he's not getting W-2 income, he can't save into things like 401ks or Roth IRAs.
Now, when you say a Roth IRA, what is that?
It's a way to save for retirement. As a young person, you should definitely be doing one. Trying to max it out every single year. It's crucial for retirement.
But when you say crucial, do you mean optional? So maybe Mario doesn't have a Roth IRA or a 4-in-1 or whatever, but no one has those. I don't, and I am well on my way to that beach chair in Boca. And the fact is that Mario...
1, 2, 3, let's go! Bésame bendito, como huele rico de cafecito. Dale, 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 dale. Ándale pues, ándale pues.
Fact is that Mario can get a lot of coins in his games. How else could he spend so much on go-karting and tennis? In the most recent Mario games, the coin counter can only go up to 9,999, which is the maximum amount you can store in a mattress. So let's assume that Mario has been saving 10,000 coins every year since the release of Mario Odyssey. We can assume that since he's not in a union, he isn't getting any raises to offset inflation. So to finally figure out when Mario can retire, we need to know how much money he'll need every year before his death. For example, if he lives to 90 years old, he'll need 2.7 billion coins, which is the cost of living for just 1 year. But we have to remember that he's been saving 10,000 coins for 54 years, which means that he would have 540,000 coins saved up, which is 0.02% of what he needs to retire for just 1 year before his death. And actually, if the monthly cost of living is already 108,000 coins, he's gonna be unbelievably deep in debt. Which is actually what Nate told me via text. Mario can never retire. You know what? That's bonkers, though, because there's no way that, inflation's gonna stay that high for that long. In fact, in later Mario and Luigi RPGs, the prices are the same or lower, so let's just assume that from here on out, the inflation rate stays a healthy 2%. And you know what? Let's assume that Mario can save more than 10,000 coins a month. In New Super Mario Bros. 2, the counter maxes out at 1 less than 10 million coins. Granted, this is an outlier, and a ridiculous one at that, but so is spending 2.7 billion coins just to survive at age 90. There's no way you could spend that much on Werther's Originals. So let's say he's saving 10 million coins a year since age 31, which, might I point out, is over $250,000 US. Now, if we just add up the cost of living of each year leading up to 90, we can see that Mario will have saved enough money to chill out on his boat at age 77, which is just 1 year below the average American male life expectancy.
I'm tired.
Okay, you know what? Just for fun, let's just throw some random numbers in here just to see, just for fun. Let's say Mario is starting to save money at, I don't know, my age, 26. The inflation rate can stay the same, 2%, and let's just say that the coin ratio is actually just 1-to-1 with US dollars. So he just needs 3,000 coins today in order to retire. And you know what? Let's say he could save 10% of an average video producer's salary in New York City. Something completely random like that. Assuming Mario lives to the ripe old age of 90, we can just plug these figures into the equation and figure out that Mario will be kicking back on the white sands, boombox blasting Jimmy Buffett at the youthful retirement age of 88? Are you fucking kidding me? No. That can't be right, because if Mario can't retire, then that would mean I would... Will you excuse me for a moment?
hang out with my significant other.
Okay.
Night, Scobie.
See you later.
Night, Saren.